So, welcome to the Supply Chain Leadership Bulletin. I hope you all had a very nice summer period, nice and safe, despite all the restrictions and risks. Today I will talk with Jeroen van Duuren. Jeroen is managing partner of Van Duuren District Centers. Van Duuren is a forwarding company based in the Netherlands, covering nearly 40 countries, actually 39 to be clear. Jeroen has a very long historic family background in logistics. His great-grandfather founded Van Duuren in 1892. Van Duuren was always as well innovative. They were founding shareholders and partners of Netherlands Pakketdienst, NPD, which was later on bought by the GLS Group. So I'm very pleased, Jeroen, that you take the time today to talk with me about the impact of COVID-19 on your business. So first question, of course, everything fine with your family and your staff?
Thank you very much, Karsten, for your invitation. And yes, luckily, my whole family is still COVID-free, as well for all the employees in our company. We are a COVID-free company so far. Yes, and how did we cope with the COVID? Actually, it was a dramatic drop down of turnover, especially retail business was closed. All shops were closed in Germany. We are having some big retailers like Hunkemöller, which is a lingerie chain of stores throughout the whole of Europe, and we are distributing from Norway, Sweden until Spain and Italy, everywhere. So all the shops were closed, but we do also deliveries for Foot Locker all over Europe, more retail companies. So you can imagine it was a dramatic drop down. So the first weeks I was quite shocked. I was still sleeping, but I was a little bit unresty. The first thing we said to all our employees, everybody stays on board and we will go all together through this big storm. And that's what we're doing still today.
Very, very nice statement, actually.
Yeah. We see our employees as a big investment. We have put a lot of effort in training them and creating the culture in our company. And it's very easy to cut costs, but you are throwing away a lot of experience. So we are sure after every crisis, the sun is shining again, but you must have enough money or enough fat on the body, let's say, to come through such a crisis.
Yeah, it's as well a matter of attitude, right?
Right. Yeah.
How you think of your staff and your organization. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. But we are now in a better climate, let's say. We see all the economies are still quite active. It's not like last year, but everything is moving. And we do see now a good future, let's say.
Okay, so this you had a recovery in volumes.
Yeah.
Most probably you had to deal with a lot of topics like keeping goods somewhere, storing, etc., etc. A lot of organization.
Exactly.
Is there anything which remained, which is still a challenge for you and your business due to COVID?
Of course, 50% of the people are working out of home, roughly. And I must admit, this is also working quite well. Although I prefer to sit around the table live with all the people instead of we are now communicating as well via video call. It's working perfectly. But I'm also missing the, let's say, the personal touch. It's working for a good meeting. It's more sharp, it's more short, but it's also nice to have a drink together or a small lunch or dinner. That's also good for the relationship.
Somewhere I saw something from your organization where you had a grill party, barbecue party with your whole sales team. The first time you came together after COVID.
Correct.
Was a nice picture. I still remember it.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, and we try always every year in summer to go with our sales team, in this case, go with a boat trip through the canals of Amsterdam and having some fun. And that's always good for the atmosphere.
Definitely. Jeroen, I know that you have if I may judge that, a quite open and good culture in your group. During this crisis, leadership is of course very important. You said at the beginning, just a few seconds ago, that you made a very important statement early to your organization, but going through this crisis, leading your organization through this crisis, what element of leadership you think was most important to maneuver safely through it?
Yeah, first of all, communication is very important, because you don't see all the people every day in the office, but you must be connected with them. So I'm phoning every day enormously with all the people, just to hear how they are working, how they are experiencing their work from home. Sometimes they feel alone, and then I'm calling them around 10 o'clock, and then they say, okay, we both take a cup of coffee and let's have a talk. So really, communication is the key. I do see now as well, we started recently as being the partner of the cargo line group. We are a member for the Netherlands as from the 1st of September. This means a big change in our company as well. You can imagine there are a lot of people working from home, starting up a new business. Volumes are close to double, at least for a domestic business. And then you have to manage a lot. So every morning we have a cargo line meeting, let's say, and then we are sitting around the table in our office just to be aligned, because every night things are happening. Trailers are too late on arrival. You can imagine what will happen. Deliveries will not be done on time. So you must be very keen on each process. And communication is key, always, Karsten.
Yeah, definitely, and as well, keeping your employees safe in a way and secure, explain them what is happening. I think I heard it as well, and about home office. There's of course quite a hype right now, and I'm happy about the positive experiences people do, because there were still a lot of companies who said, and I was as well, quite conservative in the past about that. But so everybody's very euphoric about that, but it has to be, there will be a new normal, which will be a mixture, I guess, because you said it right, it's a people business, you need to somehow be close, and that's not perfectly working through video.
No.
Great. So, I mean, this situation was new. The measures were completely unknown for all of us.
Yep.
Do you have a personal message on this whole COVID pandemic, the measures against it, etc., you would like to share with our audience?
First of all, I'm very proud of our government, how they guided, let's say, the medium-sized and all the companies actually in the Netherlands through this crisis. Yesterday we had our king on the television with the statement of the year and the budget for next year. And if you look to the figures right now, this year, at this moment, we have less companies who went bankrupt than last year, which is quite contradictory. But that is because our government is keeping all these companies alive. So it is a little bit artificial, let's say, but they are defending, and they don't want having all the employees being unemployed. So it's a kind of insurance they are paying, but it's rather a strange situation. But on one hand, I'm happy that they are investing in all these companies, although it's a very strange situation. If they stop financing, there will be a lot of companies bankrupt, of course. They call it in Holland the economy of zombies, because the interest is very low. And imagine if the interest would be on a normal level of 4%, 5%, a lot of companies are not able to afford it. So it's a strange situation, but the government is doing a great job at this moment. So this leads our company as well through this crisis. Although we are a very healthy and stable company, it's always good with a great help.
Yeah, actually, I have a similar general view on things for Germany, yeah, but still at the same time, I do hope that everybody, not only Germany but all the other countries, they take their learnings out of this and to fine-tune the reactions and the measures because they have been severe. They have been really. So if this is the outcome that we prepare ourselves for future situations, then I'm satisfied as well. Yeah, so actually quite a positive statement, but still you mentioned that at the early beginning there was a big dip due to as well the segments you are active in.
Correct.
And this is as well good to hear because logistics, there was a lot of positives for logistics, but depending on the segments. Thank you very much for this interesting look into Van Duuren and your situation with COVID. So I wish you a good start in this new cooperation with Cargoline, and to you and your family, of course, all the best.
Much.
Stay healthy, and talk to you soon. Thank you very much, Jeroen.
Thank you very much, Carsten. Likewise. Cheers. Bye-bye.